You mentioned earlier that you want to prepare these scholars
Yes.
to be able to enter the top universities in South
Yes.
Africa, the top universities in the world.
Absolutely.
How do we ensure that students in South Africa are ready to enter those universities?
Right. So, you know, it's very interesting. My father is a professor at Harvard, and most of my sort of social circle at home is a lot of university
Academics.
professors and academics, exactly. And so I asked a lot of people in a number of different disciplines, what skills do you wish people had? What separates the people who succeed and the people who fail? And it's a very narrow set of things that are required. And if you have them, then you do very well. And if you don't, then you don't do well. Full stop, right? So it's few things like literacy skills, reading and writing.
Yeah.
Most people enter university unable to write well, right?
Yeah.
And if you enter university unable to write well, I don't care what you're studying, you're likely not to do well. If you can't read very well, then it doesn't matter what you're studying, you're not going to do well. Most people lack analytical reasoning skills and creative problem solving skills. And if you don't have those things, not only will you do poorly in university, you'll do poorly after university, right? So reading and writing, analytical reasoning, creative problem solving, study skills, right? And kind of grit, determination, resilience. Those are the things we focus on. And if we can build those things up, then we'll be confident that our scholars can do well when they get to university.
Are we building those things right now for our school? Not the scholars at your school. I know you're doing that very well. But in your experience, looking at the way we prepare our students here, are we teaching them those things, or do we need to kind of restructure?
I think there's too much of a focus, and South Africa is not alone in this. I'm originally from the United States, that has the same problem. But when we focus too much on memorization of facts, right, we end up giving short shrift to conceptual knowledge and to the things that I've been talking about. We focus on too many content areas and not enough depth of understanding and depth of thinking, right? And I think
trying to cram all this information,
exactly,
but it's just information.
Exactly, and you know, and part of it comes from the way teachers have been trained over the course of the way these teachers were trained, the way their predecessors were trained, the way their predecessors were trained. You can't just change everything at the flick of a light switch. But I think the way we teach, particularly a sort of a chalk and talk type of teaching, is not conducive to really any sort of learning, but it's certainly not conducive to the type of problem solving skills and the type of analytical reasoning skills that are really required both at university and beyond. And so it's worth rethinking what happens in the classroom so that kids are developing some of those skills.
Jay, for anyone who wants more information on the African School for Excellence, how can they get that?
They can go to our website, ase.org.za, and we have a contact us place through that page.
I'm so excited to see what you do next. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.